America's 52 Stories, with life lessons for personal growth.
Sophronia Buckland. She could have declared war as the great equalizer of the sexes. She suggested in her own book that it was as much a woman's duty to restore a wounded soldier to health as it was for a soldier to restore a divided country to union. She joined the Union Army as a nurse, and it raised hostility against her only because she was identified with the government, someone not to be trusted. The animosity came from miscreant officers, and Army surgeons saw fit to fire her several times for being too generous with supplying the needs of the wounded. Society's oppressive attitude toward women at the time only added to the hostility towards Buckland, or to any female who stood head and shoulders above any white males. In spite of the bitterness that assaulted her from her own superiors, she was able to maintain an attitude of compassion for the dying. In fact, she referred to the wounded on stretchers as H. Stretcher, bearing a hero. She wrote of a scene she witnessed in Gettysburg, what any Hollywood producer would consider to be the ideal script for that scene.
Boots, with a leg and foot putrefying within, lay beside the pathway, and ghastly heads too, over the exposed skulls of which insects crawled, while great worms bored through the rotting eyeballs. Astride a tree sat a bloody horror, with head and limbs severed by shells, the birds having banqueted on it, while the tattered uniform, stained with gore, fluttered dismally in the summer air.
After living with the grotesque aftermath of war, she came to understand the difference between need and want. She was easily satisfied by the simplest comfort when relief was nowhere to be found. And when she was near death with typhoid fever, she believed that her love of life had its hidden advantages over death. She lived until 1902, nearly 40 years after Army surgeons wistfully declared her imminent death. Do what you love. Buckland discovered that one of life's greatest joys is doing what you love and knowing that it matters. It's having a purpose that gives your life meaning, which is what all successful people have in common. This is the easiest, surest, and the most enjoyable way to influence others. It's not the amount of money you earn that makes you happy. It's what you love to do that determines what you earn. And when you're doing what you love, you'll never call it work. Act on your beliefs. When you are convinced of a belief that is good for others as well as for yourself, act on it and you will be productive in ways you never dreamed possible. People will be influenced by your behavior, but there will be those who will criticize you for being unconventional and even discourage you from what you want to achieve. When you seek advice to succeed, trust the counsel, the influence of strangers who are experts in the field of your interest, someone already succeeding at what you want to do. Be your own self-improvement project. A hostile environment will motivate you to seek new surroundings. If that is not possible, as was the case for Buckland, look for ways to improve your value to those around you. Becoming better at what you enjoy improves your chances for more opportunities elsewhere. Constant self-improvement will influence someone to recruit, value, or reward your talents. Right now, every student has the right to be thinking, what do I do with this information? Let's start by asking these questions, and you can provide your own answer.
Thank you for watching this video. Please help keep these videos free.